At this point, a federal judge has just ruled that thousands of businesses should receive refunds for tariffs. This comes, as you might remember, after the Supreme Court's ruling that basically illegitimize the Trump administration's tariffs. This is a multi-billion-dollar setback for the White House because it's ordered the Trump administration to start refunding these tariff costs, and more than 2,000 companies have filed lawsuits seeking refunds. Many of them are big businesses like Costco and FedEx, and they're trying to benefit from some of the legal challenges issued by small businesses. This is also something to keep in mind because this order is directing U.S. Customs and Border Protection to begin recalculating duties importers paid and to figure out exactly how much money needs to be returned. On top of returning tariffs paid, estimates range from $130 billion upwards of $175 billion. The government revealed in a new court filing it's also going to pay interest on the refunds, estimated to be nearly $700 million per month, which is really just incredible. So the government does say it's going to be a painstaking endeavor requiring a manual review of millions of import entries, but others are pushing back, saying that this process could actually be automated. So we'll keep you updated as the court order redirecting refunds does come after the president and other administration officials suggested that refunds would not be automatic. We'll keep you updated.